it's an opportunity. That's how I see it. It's an opportunity for you to have an impact in whatever you want to have an impact on. Um, but you won't be, just know that you won't be alone on this journey, because that's part of being, a member of this group. There's a lot of benefits that comes with it, and I do not want anybody to focus on the material or financial benefits that come with it. To me, what I really want to see all of us, collectively grow. The audio portion of our podcast will always be released the way it's released. But when it comes to additional content, like obviously the video format that we're moving towards, these will only be accessible to members. Things like that will only be accessible to members. And we have a lot more things that we have planned that will only be accessible to members. So you want to make sure when we do send that form on Friday, you just look through it and actually, you know,
Now
understand what's at stake.
Look, hell of an intro. I tell you what you info, but I never really been the type of dude to give no info. But if you see your ends low and you trying to get a benzo, I'll give your ass some game that'll change the way that you think, bro. Super skilled with the pencil, super ill in my mental. I reminisce on life, I'm nice, here's my memento. Get it through your tempo, I get on any tempo and give it all I got. I'm hot, I got like 10 flows, trying to live on the 10th floor. Across from residentials that I own, my mind stay grown. I used to think clothes, I really used to think hoes and what I do to get those. And then I switched it up, I'm only thinking potential.
Let's get the party started. Let's get the party. Why are we here, Rob?
about me. I don't know. You tell me, man. We should have been done with this a
No,
long
you
time.
messed up the previous episode, dog.
Yeah, because you want to use something new. You want to go and do something brand new that you've never done before. And then you don't want to test it out. You just say, hey, let's just do it like you know what you're doing, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We test things to figure it out if it works or not later. But that was a testing. I think that's a true testament of um, why testing is important.
Yeah, yeah. And checking some boxes before you go in and jump and do something.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
took us we lost what, 45 minutes worth of content.
yeah,
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 it's all right. It's all right.
yeah.
Most of it like kind of boils down to some of the important stuff that we want to talk about anyway. Um, you know, I think the first 20 minutes of that portion was just,
It was just us talking, which is fine.
yeah.
But it's like, man, to lose that and I have to come back here and hey, mind you, we can't use this content for something else.
Hmm.
We legitimately have to use this for what we just recorded.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that's the only heartbreaking part, but I'll get over it. I'll be
yeah.
fine. It's just a matter of making sure we get what we need to get out
Hmm.
in a timely manner.
Right. So to kind of backtrack a little bit, the reason why we lost this content is because we were trying a different platform, and this different platform was always, is something that we wanted to test and kind of see how the podcast overall is going to evolve. We understand that this podcast is a road, like it's a long roadmap. And the
Right.
first phase was to do an audio podcast, but part of our plan has always been to expand and evolve with the podcast,
Hmm.
hence the walk and grow. So testing this platform today, it involves some video content and audio content, because we're bridging the two together. And by doing that, we made a mistake in our setup. I made the mistake in our setup today, and it costed us 45 minutes.
Oh
So,
man.
to those of you who are listening to it right now, you're most likely listening to it as an audio file, like we usually release our episode. But technically,
Right.
this is a video content file that you can have
Might as well.
access to if you are part of a member of the Walk and Grow quote unquote club, and that's part of what we wanted to talk about today. I think
Right.
us testing this episode and losing the content is kind of a sign that we need to kind of talk about it some more with y'all, and really
And
tell you what we're
figure out.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a roadmap. We tested this thing, and we lost the content, but here we are, and we will talk to you about the roadmap today. So you kind of understand where we're trying to go with this. And this episode should be fairly short, because the main objective over the next month, and you will notice that we'll slowly transition to a different format of how our podcast episodes are, coming out. So we are in this crossroad, I will say, this transition phase of figuring out, okay, how are we going to apply the next phase of Walk and Grow.
Right.
And that next phase includes you being part of the group. So you get a chance to be part of the group
Who are you
through.
talking about?
I'm talking about the audience. I'm talking
Ah,
to our listener right now. I'm not talking to you,
gotcha.
bro. I don't want to talk to
Mm,
you.
I've done enough talking to you today already, so it's fine.
But yeah, so it allows them to, be part of the group. Come hang out with the bros. Come hang out with, the members of the group. Not just us, but it could be, people that you've listened to, that we've, guests that we've had on our podcast. It could be other, listeners.
So
But
you can't say come hang out with the bros, because
true.
we've
Come
had
hang. Yeah.
women on the show
Yeah.
as well.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. No. Yeah. I see you trying to,
come on, man, I'm checking you, making sure I'm looking out for my people that's listening, man. Because then if the, if I don't check you, they're gonna check me, and then it's a whole nother story. But it's okay.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Do you want to talk briefly about what's going on?
No, you got it, man. Go ahead. You can take it all the way, unless if
I,
you want me to chime in on something specifically.
I'm gonna go. You know, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible in terms of the the information I want you to retain out of this episode. So I'm not gonna try to, overwhelm you with some content. It's pretty simple. We're trying to solve problems that are currently happening in the world. We're trying to bring people together, because we understand how the power of, working as a team, can benefit our society in general. So when we're creating this, this group, this space, I would like to call it, because
Yeah.
there will be a lot of member, and we will be adding member over time. um, this space that we're creating is to kind of allow us to go together in harmony, and which is, it could be anything to you, spiritually, physically, mentally, or emotionally, or anything that you're
Right.
going through, really, any issues that you may have to, where you want to get them addressed and actually, worked on, rather than just getting advice via DMs and whatnot. So this is actually you. We get to know one another and grow together. And for us to do this next phase, we need to know you. So this form that we have created, that will launch on Friday, is will allow us to kind of get to know you a bit more, and also know which direction, kind of understand the overall foundation of this group. That's why we'll be filtering through um, some of the, the response that you will give us, and kind of identify, okay, who are some of the people, that could be good fit for
Our group, our
this
space. Yeah.
project, this space, this ecosystem. And we have it. The ultimate goal is it will be broken down into tiers, because we understand that not everybody wants all the content that we are providing. So some people will benefit from the, tier one. Some people will benefit from tier five. But um, all these tiers will kind of have, specific resources and opportunity for everyone who wants to jump in these tiers. And these tiers will be well defined, like you will know
Yeah.
exactly what you're jumping into, for
Right.
and
Right.
it's not just that we want you to join something just to join. There's an ultimate goal. There will always be a purpose in each tier. Let's just put it that way,
Exactly.
you know
And there's to even chime in on that. There's the more participation that we have, the better we're gonna make it. Because the more we have, the more information that we have to go ahead and move forward to help, the space, the group, whoever is looking for this indeed help. Now it could be, hey, you just want to be around a group of people that are new in the area, or hey, you just want to be around a great group of people that have the same similar mindset as you. This is where you're going to find it, because this is essentially what we're creating this group around, to have individuals with that same mindset that could help grow, alleviate some pain, pressure, whatever that you're going through, so that you can go ahead and break through, as we like to say, break through that wall to go to that next level.
yeah. Yeah, that's well put together. I think, you also want to look at it in a way that you get the opportunity to help those who don't have, the ability to help themselves at this time. So
Hmm.
by you utilizing your current, skill sets, your current, resources, to help the people in our community, and whatever it is that we will be tackling in these, tiers, I think it will help. It'll help. So that's why this form that we created, it's kind of, it will take some time for you to kind of go through it. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
transparent with you. And that's why we kind of, we're like, if you're gonna dedicate your time to answer some of these questions, it's only fair that we do a giveaway for this. So we'll do like a $50 giveaway to a gas station of your choice, a gift card gas station of your choice. So we'll be like, let's say if there's an ExxonMobil next to you, we'll do a virtual gift card to you via email for ExxonMobil if you win. So it'll be a giveaway. We'll randomly select one winner for phase one, and to kind of determine who is going to get that gift card. But the only way for you to have the opportunity to win this gift card if you complete the form.
Right.
It allows you to it allow also allow, so on top of completing the form, you get the opportunity to, you know whether you're in it just for the gift card, not my problem. If you actually want to join the group, it's an opportunity for you to join the group. um, and some of those questions are really well, detailed to the point where it allows us to really see, you know where you are.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on. um but yeah, come join the group. Come, make sure you read through the entire form, please.
Yeah.
Make
It's
sure you
only
read
gonna
through
help
them.
you
Yeah,
more than
yeah,
it helps us.
yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah,
that.
yeah,
One thing for certain, we're two individuals. If you probably don't know already, where we'll make it happen one way or another. So yes, it does help if we have all full and participation in it. But it's not gonna be the end all if we don't. But of course, in order for you to get that gift card, full participation is gonna be needed on that aspect. And even if you have feedback, right? So if there's something on the list that you don't see as valuable, or you see as very valuable, or something that you want to even chime in on, feel free to, of course, leave it on the form in itself. Or hey, if you don't want to leave it on the form, again, we're on Instagram, Walk and
right.
Grow. And you can even reach out to us in our email, which is walkandgrow@gmail.com. And you can simply just reach out to us. We'll be more than happy. We are two individuals that know and understand that we don't have it all figured out. And this is part of what we're doing right now, right? We're testing a new platform. We're seeing if this thing even works. We're seeing how well do we like it. We're seeing if it's even receptive to you guys. Because if it's not, then we're just gonna throw it in the trash and keep doing what we're doing. But
Yeah,
we all don't have it figured all out. So we want you guys to help us identify, how could we do certain things better to accommodate what it is that you are looking for,
yeah,
whether it's in business, mentorship, coaching, IT, marketing, real estate, stocks. I mean, you want me to keep going? But we have a lot of ground covered. And this is why we feel comfortable to be able to help a lot of
yep.
in terms of business coaching, real estate investing, mentorship, coach. I mean, I think I said coaching already. I mean, you name it, we have it. And this is why we feel comfortable with creating this group, because we've made those connections. Those connections that we have can be very pivotal to somebody else. And we just want to be able to help you, because we may have the connections, we may have the relationships, we may have whatever that whatever it is. I also want to say, hence, just if you want, take logo is is very strategic as to why that logo is set the way it is. It's because we're trying to bridge everything within North Carolina, at least for now. We do want to take this standpoint. So we're starting small, and then we're going to scale to be larger, of course.
But don't let that intimidate you when you're filling out the form.
Of course.
This group is going to be a, it's going to be a larger collective group that's not just centered in North Carolina.
Right.
In terms of our own personal agenda at the time, we have some structure around North Carolina, but when we're talking about this, you know, kind of member club only, it it involves members that are also not in North Carolina,
Right.
and that comes with, the territory in terms of, we want to start having you thinking in terms of, okay, I'm in this market or this environment, this space. What are some of the problems that we're facing, that that I have the skill set to be able to contribute and help in that area. Whether it's if it's in North Carolina, cool, right? If you have plans and things that you want to do in North Carolina, cool. You may have things that you want to do somewhere else. Bring them to the table. You may have issues that you want to tackle for yourself. You may have problem or ideas or things that you want to do for yourself. and you maybe just be, need that little, over the hump
Yep.
to
That
get
little
you
push. Yeah.
started. You can meet somebody within the group that, could be someone that you want to connect with, whether it's for marketing purposes or, for other relevant purposes. um, but this is, it's an opportunity. That's how I see it. It's an opportunity for you to, have an impact in whatever you want to have an impact on. um, but you won't be, just know that you won't be alone on this journey, because that's part of being, a member of this group. There's a lot of benefits that comes with it, and I do not want anybody to focus on the material or financial benefits that come with it. To me, what I really want to see all of us, collectively grow. The audio portion of our podcast will always be released the way it's released. But when it comes to additional content, like obviously the video format that we're moving towards, these will only be accessible to members. Things like that will only be accessible to members. And we have a lot more things that we have planned that will only be accessible to members. So you want to make sure when we do send that form on Friday, you just look through it and actually, you know
Now,
understand what's at stake.
where like where would you be releasing it?
So the form, we're gonna post it on our social media for sure. We also gonna be, posting it on at the bottom of every new episode. So if you, I believe this episode will be episode 14. So 14, 15, and 16 for the month of April. All these episodes will have a form, a link to the form at the bottom of it. When you read the bio, when you read our bio at the bottom of it, you will see a link to the form. Just go to it. It's a Google form, straightforward. Fill out the form, and you automatically be entered into this, gift card giveaway. And Yeah, we'll be advertising it for quite some time as well. We'll just, be pushing it out there, and you can push it as well to your friends. Anybody you feel as though, will be a good member of this, team, or this family, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, how many people do you know actually goes to like any event by themselves? So I can only anticipate most people should and may share with their friends, and if you don't, you're holding something back that could be very beneficial to someone, and that's one thing that we want to stay kind of away from is holding information or holding something back that could be beneficial to someone else, because the more and more you give, the more and more essentially you're gonna get. I've
Right.
spoken about that before, so just give as much as you can, and it could be valuable to this, whether it's friends, family, acquaintances,
Baby mama.
corporate friends. This guy said it, not me, guys. Just share it. It's not gonna hurt, because if it's up to them at the end of the day to fill it out and to do it. Um, but it's truly indeed, you did your responsibility, which is just sharing it.
Right. And it's also, how important it is to you that you do well in life, because this is an opportunity to do well, and for the people that you love, and for yourself as well, because you're able to, grow in so many different aspects. You've heard a lot of our philosophy over 12 and 13 episodes.
Yeah.
So you have a good foundation of kind of where our mindset is and where we're trying to go. It's up to you if you want to hop on the boat or, watch from afar. If you want to watch from afar, we'll get your phone so you can take picture of us from afar. Thank you.
Yeah, that's rude, bro. Oh man.
No, no,
Man, you
yeah,
said you want to watch from afar, just take a pic. We'll give you a phone to take a picture. Oh my gosh. I think that is by far one of the
yeah, I know.
you're
Yeah,
not you're not rude or aggressive at all. So that shocked me actually.
yeah,
But usually something like that is something that would probably come out of my mouth.
yeah. You gotta spice it up a little bit. I wouldn't do such a thing. You know it. This is all for giggles.
Man,
But yeah,
you don't got
and
a lot of people.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to meet some of y'all, be able
Yeah.
to
Oh
connect with
yeah.
some of y'all, and be able to work with some of y'all, be able to help some of y'all. I'm really big on helping. I'm going to give before I get in anything that I do in life first. Anything that comes my way will be as a result of just me giving. I'm not expecting you to give me anything, but I want you to come in with high energy, enthusiasm, a
Mm.
positive mindset, Not no negativity. Don't come here talk about
Politics.
drama,
Ugh.
touchy subjects, politics. We're here to work. We're here to solve problems. We're here to better ourselves.
I
So
like how you
when,
said that. We're here to work.
yeah,
So then that makes me question the person listening to this right now. Are you here to work as well?
right,
Now, we don't need you to work as hard as we're working. Whatever level that you're comfortable with working at, then do that. But
yeah,
are you here to work?
yeah,
And if you are here to work, what are you working towards?
right. And please do not feel as though like because you're in a certain season in life that does not match our current season or anybody else's season. We are all in different seasons right now. That you shouldn't be joining this group now, or you shouldn't, apply to join this group now, or come in at your own pace, and you will find the right sit at the table that that is dedicated exactly,
Mm-hmm.
tailored exactly to your needs. We're not trying to implement any new ideas to you at all. No, it's literally your current skill set, your current story, your current experience that would allow you to level up to whatever level that is to you. But we just want you to be part of a family that would allow you, to grow as well. On top of all the other stuff that comes with it, but
Yeah.
you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
It's
Just
collaboration. That's one of the quickest and the best ways to grow is when you're able to collaborate with others. And I think this is what this space is going to allow a lot of people to do is collaborate and collaborate with people that you're going to immediately that you can benefit from. Not just walking in a room and be like, all right, who am I going to talk to now? It's you walk in a room and you're going to know immediately this is the room that you want to be in. And there's more like Francis said already, there's more plans, there's more things coming. This is just the start of the massacre, I like to say, where things get really fun and hectic. In my eyes, it gets hectic, but
yeah,
it ultimately leads to fun. I love to do things that lead to just fun experiences, and
yeah,
that's just how I live my life. So if you want to join that, you know what to do.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say it again.
yeah, yeah. And you know, on that subject of fun, I was thinking of something that was told to me a while back: is treat life like a sport, have fun.
Yeah,
Be competitive,
yeah,
but also have fun. So,
very
how
competitive.
competitive do you want to be, and do you want to have fun? Because we're gonna have
How
a lot of
competitive
fun.
do you want to
That's
get?
for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In life, I mean, I don't know about you, Ron, but I like, I think I know, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I like to challenge myself a lot, and I think if you like me or Ron and like to challenge yourself, I think this is a challenge that you will find worth taking down the line.
Mm,
And I promise you that. If I failed you, come to me and we'll talk. I'll fix
yeah,
the issue for you. I
for
won't buy
sure.
you a house. No, I won't buy you a house. Sorry. But we'll talk. We'll talk. Anything else? Any additional, comments you may have for your peeps? For our
No,
peeps.
no. Don't forget if you're not already following us on the Walk and Grow page, please follow us. Please share it with a friend. Share any piece of content that you may have gotten in the past that may have been valuable to you. Again, just sharing it, just sharing as much information as possible.
The
Is
sharks
what
are back.
the sharks. You know, our
You
goal
can't
is
see if you're listening right now. You can't see the sharks, but only members can see it. It's a beautiful shark, bro. This thing is actually good.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. You were saying follow us. I like to crash the party. That's why I did that. We'll go
No, no, that's perfectly fine.
ahead.
Nah. Our goal is again, as we mentioned over and over, you're gonna hear us. We're gonna sound like broken records at this point, but it's to create content that you can walk with every day to help you grow into becoming who you want to be. And while being able to do that, share it with somebody else, whoever that may person be. It may be a stranger for all you know, um, and be able to share not only our Instagram page but the podcast first and foremost, and allow that person to take the steps that they need to take, whether it's behind us, in front of us, to lead to wherever they need to go.
I'm trying to pull my notes. I think
That was well put, man. That was well put.
yeah, I know. You're doing well. I think you should do this full time.
Nah,
I think you should run the Walking Group podcast
nah,
full time by yourself.
nope,
Why not, man?
nope, 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 nope,
You
nope,
don't.
nope, nope, nope.
You got this.
That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you for giving me that, but I'm okay. I understand my capacity. I understand what is already on my plate. I have a lot of delegation to do before I take on anything else full time. And that delegation is, heavy right now, and I need it. So if you are looking for more roles, more responsibilities, more things to do, I am in the real estate space. I'll be more than happy to give you some something to alleviate the pain that I carry on every day. It's not pain, I should say, because I enjoy the things that I do. It's just a lot that I have to balance. Being a woman, it is difficult. It can get very difficult sometimes. So, really understand that if you're in any sort of business, that look to delegate when you can, because it's gonna ultimately help you in the long run. Don't be cheap. Just look to delegate to the right person, and then you'll be all right. You'll be all right. But that's where I'm at right now. That's why I can't do anything full time right now. Um, I can only do so much by myself. Pocket
That's
up
great.
all my stuff is whew.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of just recap what we talked
Okay.
today briefly. I don't because and I want you to pay attention to this because a lot of our new episode will be in kind of this format where we kind of jump straight into what we want to talk about. So, quick recap. Uh, there's a group coming up, right? There's a new project coming up. We're moving into the next phase of our, uh,
Our project.
our roadmap, our project, right? And it's basically a space where you'll be able to grow, where we can all grow mutually, right? And you will get more information on how that will be set up as we go through time, through the form and whatnot. Um, there will be, always an objective as you're a member of this group. There will always be an objective, a purpose, something that we're going after, and there will be some structures within these groups. So just as you're going through this application, be aware of these little details. We'll continuously be adding members as we see fit. We're going to filter through a lot of these applications to kind of identify who will be joining the group. um, any other info really that you want to provide at this time? I don't want to give too much just because I feel like the form is going to do that.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is don't forget to keep an eye out on the forum. It will be coming out on Friday, and Friday's date being the 8th. So keep an eye out on that. See, I did have the date right. Cool.
Yeah.
um,
Also important, very important. This is a family. We do not compete against one another. We work in harmony.
yes, we do.
We
Friendly
work.
competition.
We work
Friendly
in
competition.
harmony. You
Friendly
can compete
competition.
all you. We do not
Come
compete
on.
among.
Friendly
We
competition.
do
Don't
not
say that.
compete against each other. It's we work in harmony. So I will never step on your toes, just like you never step on my toes.
It's a friendly
Um,
competition, man.
no,
It's the
there's no
way.
such thing as a friendly
Yes,
competition.
there is.
No,
Yes, there is.
bro,
We can save this for another day because I can already tell where this conversation is gonna
bro.
go.
There's no
But
such
we're
thing
gonna
as a
say
friendly
yes, there
competition.
is. Yes,
When you
there
have a
is.
when you have a desire to win, how is that friendly? How can you win in a friendly manner? You want to win. You
So,
know?
okay, real quick, when you're playing basketball
Yeah,
and you're playing against your friends,
yeah.
is that a friendly competition?
No,
Then what is it?
it's a competition because I'm trying to win. It's not a friendly, but just because we're friends doesn't mean I have to. There's no such thing as friendly competition, bro. You have to be out there.
Interesting.
You're either in or out. But that we can do. If you want an episode on friendly competition, I'm here.
I'm definitely gonna do it because I think there's a such thing as friendly competition. I definitely do. We'll
All
say
right,
that
bro.
for another day, though. We out of here, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to us
Peace.
talking.
And really, man, the focus is just leveling up. Cause I know the life I want, I'm just setting it up. Removing those that's close who try messing it up. Can't wait for champagne toast with the relevant bunch. Like, what's up? Yeah. Like, what you do, homie? What's your vision? How you thinking? How you move, homie? And is you cool, homie? You thinking building, then that's something we could do, homie.